All right, y'all. Just hear me out real quick. Don't mind my jersey because I am not rooting for these niggas. Do not look at my jersey. I am rooting for them. I just lied, but I'm not at the same time. We have to do something about Michael Jeffrey Jordan and the goddamn Timberwolves. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Ant and the Timberwolves, they up 2-0 against Denver. They won 2 games against Denver at the time of this recording. They should be playing them tonight. And I'm not confident because they're at home. They already won 2 games in Minnesota. The last game they just played, they blew Denver out without Rudy Gobert. And I just feel like we need to stop them. Somebody needs to stop them. And Denver still has a chance to do so. I'm just not confident in it, man. I think somebody needs to stop this team before we get another decade, 15, 20 years of dominance from a Michael Jordan esque motherfucker. Jordan did it, Kobe did it, and now Ant bringing his ass and he's doing it. If you want to go back even further, Dr. J did it. It just wasn't in the NBA, it was in the ABA. But this prototype of player, this like super athletic, determined, fan favorite shooting guard, dominating the league, and the kid is only 22 years old. Listen, he made Cat a little tough. Like Cat's still soft, but like he's a little tougher. I believe in Cat a little bit. He made Rudy Gobert tolerable. Who? Nobody likes Rudy Gobert. His wife don't even like him for. I'm sorry, I don't know that. I'm joking. I don't know if that's true or not. But majority of people don't like Rudy Gobert. People in France don't like Rudy Gobert. And Anthony Edwards somehow has made him tolerable. These motherfuckers swept the Suns, which you guys know how I feel about KD. KD is not a leader. He's a great player, just not a good leader. And then, Devin Booker, he's been in the finals before, but obviously he couldn't get it done. Who else they had? And Bradley Beal is just a $200 million liability at this point. I don't even know why. I don't even know why we thought that was going to mean anything, but they swept the Suns. On paper, the Suns shouldn't have got swept at the very least, right? They up 2-0 against the defending champs, a team that seemed to be unstoppable not too long ago, as far as going to win the championship, unstoppable. And I just don't see them winning the series. Now, I could be wrong. I could be fucking stupid, and they win 2 games in Minnesota and win 4 games straight, and then it's over with. I just don't think that's gonna happen, man. Jokic said, they asked Jokic, how do you think, like, what do you think you guys can do to combat the 3 bigs that they have? And Jokic was like, I don't know. I think I just need a second me. Jamal Murray is throwing heat packs onto the court because they getting their ass whooped so bad. And they're playing AAU level defense. Now, some people may be like, oh, that's kid basketball. But it's working. They're trapping early. They trapping for 94 feet. They doubling whoever touches the ball. Jamal Murray can't get going. Granted, Jamal Murray is hurt. That is true. And Michael Porter Jr. is distracted because he don't want to end up going to jail like his brothers. Like his brothers went to jail last month. That was weird. I want to talk about that. I might do a separate video about that. How the fuck do one of your brothers get suspended from the NBA for gambling and your other 2 brothers get arrested for other shit? All in the same week, I think this all happened, or maybe the same couple weeks. That's crazy. So Michael Porter Jr., I think he up to something as well, and he's just distracted. He don't want to go to jail. And Jokic is just getting beat up because every time you think he thinks he's getting a break, another big is coming into the game. They have a consistent rotation of 2 bigs on Jokic at all times. Murray can't get going. Michael Porter Jr. can't get going, which means the other guys can't get going. Minnesota seems to be the best matchup for Denver. Now, if they beat Denver, which I think they will, I don't see no other team really competing with them all like that. OKC, I like OKC. They're the closest, I think. But nobody in the, like, if they beat OKC, nobody in the East is wowing me. The fucking Celtics just lost to Cleveland. They lost a game to Miami. They should have swept Miami without Jimmy Butler. But the point of this video is so we don't get another 10 to 20 years of dominance from some shooting guard, some elite level shooting guard. We have to start. The kid is only 22 years old. He's already proven himself to be a star. He's already proven himself to be a leader because he's basically the leader of this team besides Mike Conley. I forgot about Mike Conley. Goddamn, he's a quiet 14, 15, and 10 a game, which is crazy. But we have to do something about this or the league's going to be taking. Listen. Hear me out. This is going to be the same as the 2000s. Who won all the championships during that time period? Mostly the Lakers and the Spurs. It's going to be the same thing because Wemby is in San Antonio, and I don't think they're going to be garbage for too much longer. Ant is in Minnesota. If they win this year, they're probably going to win a few more championships, I'm assuming. So now, once again, we're getting the Spurs and a Michael Jordan-esque motherfucker winning all the championships for the next decade or two. That's not fun basketball, man. We was having fun the last few years. Nobody went back to back. Like, I think the last few years, like 5 different teams won a championship over the last 5 years or something like that. That's fun because you never know what's going to happen. When you know Michael Jordan or Kobe or Shaq or Tim Duncan is going to win the championship, that's boring, man. And I'm saying all this, and I actually want Minnesota to win. I really like them as a team. I know I just contradicted myself, but I really like Minnesota as a team. Like, I love Ant. He's like a happier, nicer Jordan and Kobe, which is great. He got a lot of personality. Like I said, he made Rudy Gobert tolerable. I like this new attitude on Cat. He seems more confident. He seems more comfortable, which is great. Mike Conley, I used to be a Memphis Grizzlies fan, so I'm a huge fan of Mike Conley, and I would love to see him get 1, maybe 2 championships. Jay McDaniels is a fucking dog. My pops called him Mr. Fantastic because like his arms stretch so far, like he'd have his hand on you and then still steal the ball when you try to pass it. That's fucking ridiculous. And then and shout out to my dad, Mr. Fantastic. He coined that first. So if you niggas start calling him that, my dad said it first. And then who else is on their team? And then fucking Alexander Walker coming out of nowhere. He's never been a defender. He's never been a defender. And all of a sudden, he's a lockdown perimeter defender. And he's knocking his shots down. So I really like this team. If they win, it won't be the end of the world. It's just like, damn, we about to have another 10, 15 years of Jordan. And I think that's ridiculous as a Jordan hater. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Do you think Minnesota, if they beat Denver, do you think Minnesota will win it all? Do you think Boston can beat them? I personally don't. Let me know some other stuff you'd like for me to talk about in the comments down below. And most of all, YouTube. I love you guys. Peace out.